Okay, so Homelander is, I'm the Homelander, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. He's the strongest man in the world. He's got laser eyes, X-ray vision, super strength, can fly, etc. He is the quintessential, the superhero, right? He is, you know, I don't want to compare him to Superman, but he is, you know, basically like naughty Superman. But interestingly, I always looked at it like psychologically, he is the weakest character on the show. He is incredibly flawed, deeply damaged, and somewhat irredeemable to a certain extent. I've always looked at it like Homelander's kryptonite, if there is one, is his own humanity. And the fact that as much as he wants to be a god and he does see himself as other and above, he is locked in with these very human emotions and feelings that he doesn't want and that disgust himself. You could argue anyone that stands in his way. So any superhero that comes up or human that is really fucking with him, then they will have to fall in line or disappear. One of the keys to the character and the identity of the character is his neediness and relationship with fame and with adoration and that house of cards, egotistically driven identity that has been created for him and around him and by him, but also by Vought.
Did you ever really care about me?
You mean everything to me.
No. Oh, no. I mean everything to your job.
There's a very Trump-esque element to this guy. Ironically, I think the character we've created of Homelander has got more dimension to him than the real life Trump. But it's a great example to use in certain ways when you're dealing with loyalty and do as I say, not as I. Well, as long as you do as I say, you're golden. But cross me and you're out. He values loyalty over everything, and all of the problems that you see him having are when the people that he trusts and not loves, but trusts and allows into his circle, when they turn on him, big problems. There was just so much ripping people apart and taking down planes and just the level of, I would make a broader comment because there was so much of the level of depravity, and I don't think you see in the comics as much of, well, you don't really see any of the vulnerability and the weakness of the character. He is the arch mustache twirly. He's the villain. He is the apex predator and the villain, and that's great. And I think he still is in the show, but less baby eating, and because I think once things go too far, as they do, you know, as I said, the comic is great for the people that want to read it, but to put it on screen, if you go too far, there's kind of no way back. I'd have to say the plane, from a psychological perspective, the plane crash, a few hundred people die, and he spins it. And I think it's the act of spinning, turning that awful event into something that he can gain advantage from.
Together, we will make sure that this never happens to our great nation ever again.
But maybe I'll leave it with a Carpenter quote, "We've only just begun," and some other quote, "The best is yet to come."
God damn it.